Here we are in lesson 9 talking about body composition. And when we think about wellness, and we've been talking about balance, some of that is how you think and really thinking about accepting your own uniqueness. We're all different, and we'll be highlighting that in this lesson. So what is body composition? Well, it's the determination of the amount of fat in your body versus fat-free mass. And when we're looking at fat-free mass, we're talking about your bones, your muscles, tissue, and water. It's not the easiest thing to determine what your body composition is. There are some different devices. The best devices would probably be used through your doctor, and they would be the most accurate. There's some other things out there. You'll see some body fat scales and stuff like that that tell you what percent body fat. The only problem is they have a fairly high margin of error, so it's not entirely accurate. When we are looking at those scales, you can see what we're looking for between low, mid, upper, and what's obese for females and males. Obviously, females, they're going to carry a little bit more body fat. A lot of that has to do with your ability to have a child and that need for being able to store some of that energy. Regardless of whether body fat was low, very low, or very high, it is associated with some significant health risks. So if your body fat was too low, it has a negative effect on your immune system, your cardiovascular system. Really, it endangers even the functioning of the heart, and the reproductive system and its functioning. If your body fat was too high, now it has another effect on the heart, raising the blood pressure, all kinds of diseases, and kind of blockage of arteries, cancers, diabetes. So one way or the other, we're still looking at trying to balance where our body fat is. If you would like to, you could go figure out your BMI, your body mass index, and there's the link to that. But just keep in mind that BMI is only one indicator of your health, and it can have its flaws too. For those who are pretty athletic and maybe have larger bones or larger muscular system there, it could actually give you a false high that it would show your BMI as being high. And sometimes people can actually have a low BMI, and that can not always indicate their health, because they could be very skinny, but if they're not exercising, it still is not within balance. So just some cautions against that. Overall, fat gets kind of a bad reputation because it is essential in your body's functioning, and you must have a basic amount. Males need a minimum of 2 to 5%, and females a minimum of 10 to 13%. And the key is, can you take in your fats in a way that's healthier? And you can see with some nuts and fish and avocados and eggs and stuff like that. And so what does fat do? It insulates your body. It helps your body absorb vitamins. It protects, it surrounds your vital organs. And it is a source of stored energy. And ironically, our brain is made up of 40 to 60% fat. Now, one indicator of concern is if you have a lot of belly fat, and it indicates that you're probably eating a little bit too many processed foods and sugars. And again, it's looking at balance. It's not that you can't eat that. Keep it completely from your body. Always, it's going back to balance. So try and eat as much as you can of whole foods. What about the scale? Well, the scale is not always telling you too much about how healthy you are, and even at times it can give you a sense of, oh no, if your weight is going up. And yet if you're really working out and you're building strength, you could be building those muscles and they could be adding to your weight, but that's not always going to be an indicator of you're losing health. Matter of fact, you could be gaining health. Most of all, rather than worry too much about size, put your focus on keeping your healthy habits. Couple examples here for women of different body sizes, and all these women have used their body sizes towards excelling in some different activities and some sports, Olympic sports, matter of fact, right here. So you're trying to look at how can you use your body size to your advantage. And the same sort of thing goes for males. As you can see, some pretty lean body sizes and some larger ones. And again, trying to find what works for you. We're going to finish up this lesson with watching this video, and then just remember, after this video there is an online discussion, a couple comments by Taylor Swift. We want to see what you think.
Hair, nose, stomach, waist, butt, thighs. The most common parts of the body that a girl may feel insecure about. 80% of women over 18 are unsatisfied with their reflection, but insecurity can start as early as 6 years old. It doesn't matter what age, gender, or size, everyone experiences insecurity to some degree. In fact, men's body dissatisfaction has tripled over the last 25 years in North America. But why is it that we're so obsessed with how we look? It's society and the media. The media has exposed us to an unachievable standard of beauty, while people judge us by how beautiful we look. This feeds our insecurity and begins to take over our lives. Isolation follows afterwards, as well as mental disorders, sometimes even suicide. Don't get it. Because what will make us beautiful isn't the dieting, the counseling, or the post-production. It is our unique qualities that make us beautiful. So instead of exhausting yourself with flopping, work towards building a strong mind and embrace the unique individual you are. Self-confidence will make you realize that perfection is not existent or an illusion. Just